This is a fun little automaton. If you download these drawings off my website, I'll show you how to make it, and then you can make one too. I'm just taping two pieces of wood together. These are lime wood, I think about 8mm each. Just tape them square. This is just for cutting them, so that we get them cut exactly together. Good. There's the two bits taped together. Then I've drawn myself a fish with the outline. You can download this, or you can draw your own. It's not beyond the wit of man to draw this, really. But I'm going to stick this onto the block of wood, just with a bit of Prit glue. Other makes are just as good, I suspect. Right. Leaving plenty at the bottom. What I'm going to do is cut the top of the outline and then cut those lines down there. I'll go away and do that. Okay, what I've done here is I've made 4 cuts with the bandsaw. You can do it with the scroll saw, but make sure you use a thick blade. Also, it's a good idea to give it a sanding to make it even wider if you can, because this is going to flex the fish. I've already sanded these, most of them. You see there's 3 holes. I've got 2 6mm holes there to hold 6mm near medium magnets, depending what size your magnets are. Depends what size you make your holes, obviously. And this is a 3mm hole. Maybe you need to do a 1/8 one. That's for the pin that holds the fish onto the base. Good. I've also now, as you can see, we need to take it apart and put some cloth in between. So we've got to keep these parallel to make sure that it still moves. So what I've done is made some pencil marks this side just to make sure it's fully registered when I take it apart. So let's just stolen a bit of cloth. Good. Let's just slit one side of the tapes. Right. Now what I'm going to do is put glue on both sides and then sandwich the cloth inside. Just get that in the camera there so you can see what's going on. So what I don't want to do is I need to put enough glue on to stick the cloth, which soaks it up a little. I'll just put some on the sides there. But I don't want to put so much on that it clogs up these holes, so I'm going to just put it on with my fingers. It's quite good stuff, this PVA glue. There's a surprising number of uses for it, really. Alright then. Do it in the finger, it just peels off afterwards. No problem, I got a bit of a lump there. It's very important that this sticks to the cloth, otherwise the whole fish falls apart. Right, so put the cloth in, press it down, put the other side on. Good and tight, and make sure we've got those pencil marks registered there. See, make sure that these lines here are measured up. Now I'm going to leave that overnight to set, because it really does need to be stuck before I do any more to this fish. Okay, it's nicely glued now, and what I've done, I've cut as much of the outline as I can out without cutting the base, so it's still rigid. Got to keep those three. I'm going to shape it next, and going to hold off cutting the bottom off till as long as I can, because it just makes it so much easier to shape. I'm going to find the outline now. What I'm going to do, I won't bother sticking it, well, it's a bit tricky to stick it on, but just rough it out on the top here. So I'm just going to rough out the outline on the top here. The fin at the top needs to be a bit thinner, and then the tail, of course. Good, so got the outline, so that could be the sawn with the bandsaw. I think what I'll do actually is I'm going to I'll bandsaw off these bits here, and then I'll do the rest on the belt sander. You could also do it by hand with the carving tools. Sort of done it as much as I can now without cutting the bottom off. So I'm going to refer again to the drawings and just pencil in the shape and then saw that off. Then I'll back to you again. Right, cut the bottom off. Still needs shaping, as you can see, but there's a bit of wobble on it. It's going to need loosening up quite a lot yet. There's quite a bit of glue in the joints, but a bit of a wobbly fish. So now I need to finish shaping it and carve the rays in the tail and things, but we're getting there. So I've carved my fish now. You have to be really quite careful with it once it's wobbly. What I've also done is cleaned out the cracks. Probably, in retrospect, probably been better using a thicker saw blade, because it was difficult to get enough flexibility into it. What I've done is cut down and cut out a little bit so there's less cloth in between. So I think it'll work now. But anyway, it's giving you the principle, isn't it? So I'm going to paint this one. Paint him orange, goldfish I think, and then and at the same time I'll cut out the other parts and then show you how they all go together and how thick they have to be, etc. I've now cut out the base, and also this spacer, so put those there and drilled the hole in the bottom there. So what I can do now is push this, find the pliers, just push that in there. So I've also made this magnet holder. As you can see, I've glued the sure that's in the picture, sorry. I've glued the magnets on with super glue. They should hold. That's on 1.5mm plywood. Thinking about it though, what you could do is use a thicker piece of wood here and actually drill the 6mm holes in it to hold the magnets. That'll hold them stronger. Got a hole slightly bigger than the 3mm, this one's 3.1mm. So that is going to fit over there, and then it'll move backwards and forwards, and as it goes under the fish, the magnets will push the other magnets up. I've made it though, so it'll go through the gap there, so we don't need to put it together until we've glued the top. So I've got the top here that I cut, and I've painted one side. I just spray painted it blue, and so that's going to go. Notice that this hole's slightly off centre, so make sure you get that the right way round. That's going to go on there. The important thing is that that pin is vertical. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue this on the top here. This pin will still pull out, so I'll still be able to push this lever in afterwards. I also cut out a strengthener there, and it just makes the little bit where you push it bigger. As I say, I could have used a piece of wood that thick or a little bit thicker to start with. The important thing is that this gap is just slightly bigger than the width of the magnet and here, so that there's not too much movement up and down. The magnets are pretty close to the top. So I'm going to leave that pin in place. Find the glue. As you see, this is pretty roughly cut at the moment. The inside doesn't matter so much, the outside's rough, but I'm going to sand that off to be flush with this once it's glued. Good. So that pin's going to position it for us. Don't get glue on the top if I can help it. Push that down. Get my handy clamps out. Bit of glue on it now. It'll just be underneath the fish, so you needn't worry. Good. It's nicely clamped down now. Just leave that for half an hour to dry. I'll then sand that round and we'll come back and finish putting it together and make sure that it works. I think I'll also, while I'm at it, I'll glue this onto there as well. Quite nice, this little bit of, sorry, that's in the way, little bit of lace wood. I think it's quite decorative. You'll notice that on the diagram showing the placement, this one is actually not in the right position. It should obviously be along there. These are super things, by the way. It's actually, I think they're made for decorating nails, but they're really great for making spots, like for on eyes and things. In fact, it's just drying, but I've just done the eye of the fish with it, and it's come out really nice. Just the black middle of the eye there. Good. So I finished all the parts now. The base has turned out very nicely. So I've sanded it down around the sides. Nice job, paint on top. I found I had made one mistake though. There's the fish already with his magnets in place. Don't forget the magnets have to be opposing between the top and the bottom. But when I test fitted the fish, whoops, I found that the head magnet, it was a little bit too close towards the axis there, so I had to move it, and it was amazingly difficult to take off. In the end I had to try hitting it with a chisel to dislodge it, and that actually split the magnet and left a little bit of the magnet behind, so it took quite a bit of taking off. So this super glue is really super glue. It really holds them in place. Amazing, really. I was really surprised. So we got the fish, we got the little axle. So what I'm going to do is first put this part in. It just fits in there, we left room for it. Just need to line the holes up, which hopefully not too difficult. Push it through. So now we've got quite loose, but not a lot of riddle room. It's quite close to the top. Now we just need to put the fish in place. The little brass rod is actually a little bit long. I might have to shorten that, but works pretty well. I'm not going to glue it for now because I want to take it apart again and varnish it, but that's for the sake of this exercise though, it's working nicely. Have ourselves a flappy fish. Have a go at making it. You can download these plans. Remember to print them to 100%. There's little instructions on there and everything. You'll need to, I mean, it's a guide, so have to work your way through it and make sure things fit as you go. And you can change some of the dimensions, no problem, to fit whatever materials you've got. Most difficult thing is making the fish, but be very careful when you're shaping it. You could just make a flat fish if you're not feeling confident enough to carve it, or you don't have the right sort of wood. Yeah.